Hey everybody, my name is Fervid and welcome back to Zenless here for part 2 of Bury Your Tears with the Past Side B. Now, let us just say, and during my first recording of the first video, I kind of paused for a moment and saying, maybe I should stop right here. But since I could not exit out of the said thing, and I hate starting over, I might as well kept on recording, so this is pretty much in the middle of it. And after this little intro, we'll just be heading from where we left off in the first part of the video, because I already have 2 more recordings made. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well, and I'd be happy if you check out my channel and leave a like at the end of the video. And if you have any comments, just put them in the. Just watch to the end of the video. It'll be like 2 hours or somewhere near 2 hours, and I hope you guys enjoy the video as well. So, alright, so let's go ahead and get back into where we left off. And if you need any recaps from me, well, you can always check out the link in the description down below, as always. So, alright, back to the action. Okay, I noticed the fact that whenever I do my recordings, it's just like lagging a bit. I'm not sure why, but I don't know what's going on there, but why is that moving? Maybe that's why there's people surrounding the bamboo. Alright, so angry servant, indifferent servant, and dissatisfied servant. What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet he... How does he still have the nerve to say that, to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy. Lowly blood. Yeah. Alright, so curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage form a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then the cacophony reaches its peak. It goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive. It is as if the time stood still, with only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
I told you that you would eventually return.
You would say that, but I had no choice. The damn quest just pointed me at the waypoint.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes, your half-sister, and the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself, because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks, and your father... He saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, Not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
Damn.
Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires.
Alright, so we have his inner demon with both crimson eyes here. And then we have Hugo with both different colored eyes, I believe. I'm thinking that his inner demon might be the Ravenlock in him, maybe. Maybe.
Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
Yeah. As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman. Okay, we're taking a low blow now. Yeah.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't. I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you are born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
So after an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in a dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone again at some point. He takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. He straightens his attire once more, ties himself up, and then opens the warehouse door. Hopefully, again, hoping that it's reality.
Lygon.
Until it is not.
Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
But still in the haze.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
I highly doubt that because I can't even use my abilities here. Plus, if you look on the corners again, think I'm still hallucinating. Maybe. Yeah, this is gonna suck. And that Bang Boosto here. Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father. Here we go again.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
Ooh, burn.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father, at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo, you don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lygon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Ooh, Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lygon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same. Forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Wow. So we fight now? Ooh. Okay. Another redemption up here, and okay, find ourselves, find our dark side. Yeah, what a good representation. Alright, I'll have to let the dialogue play. Alright, so this is our first time, yet again, trying out Hugo, because I have yet to do Hugo. So, let's see. When an EX special attack or ultimate hits the stunned enemy, the totalize effect is triggered. This effect increases the skill's damage multiplier based on the enemy remaining stun duration at the moment of activation. So after triggering these totalize, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on the remaining stun duration. Alright.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Okay. I'm trying so hard to dodge.
Just afraid to admit it.
I have to stun it to trigger it. Nice try.
You're too scared to face your truth and what you truly desire.
Alright. There you go. Alright, that's pretty good. Right.
Give up!
The guy makes more damage when enemies stunned. Something like that. Yeah!
Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me?
Well, I try.
Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
He's got the hat, I got no hat.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes.
Dramatic effect, guys.
I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Ooh, I like this. I'm liking this. So finally, it's time to meet up with Lycan. I guess this war in our battle is over.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through.
Okay. I was wondering where those scratch marks were.
No praise for me, my dearest partner.
You toughened out.
This is just like what I saw in my dream.
Except there's more people.
I guess there are still some lingering side effects.
Yeah.
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
So Lycan falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it. It's a chocolate coin.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Withdrawal?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But... I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy.
That's pretty much
You
it.
seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble. For those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
So Hugo stares at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both of his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltist fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from the top's big shots. How did you manage to sweet talk him? I'm a bit of an intelligence. I can't do the voices while I'm trying to read this. I'm a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Monkeybird's secret, so I can't lay any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security here is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction, to lure in the Exaltists. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction they found the stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses. Hiccups. Not again. But honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltists. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec. If that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Is it something that he needed to get over what's bothering inside him? I mean, this whole thing is about pulling yourself together in that little section. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your little beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we could totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Monkeybird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Alright, we're back in the combat section, huh? Okay.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. I know where they are.
Really? Oh, is this how he rescued them?
Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Alright, so this was the moment where they rescued the subjects, right?
Allow me to reach your soul.
Alright. Oh, there they are. You untie the workers. Thank goodness someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic after we got here. Something didn't seem right, and so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us all up and told us they were going to ship us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No, but it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group went that way. I see. Here, take this carrot. There's an exit nearby, so you should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. Alright, let's keep moving.
Bunch of nobodies. Boring as hell. Kill them!
Yeah, this
You're
nobody.
welcome to try.
Nice. Yeah, and this nobody just kicked your asses. Alright. I'm hoping there is no more chests here.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
It's only 2. But I guess they couldn't put a whole lot. So we untied them again. Hey, it's that same guy that we saw, Vivian just saw. Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you. Thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I shouldn't have ignored my gut instinct. Did those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? That's good. Oh, right. There was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be by the roof. Don't worry. I'll handle it. You should get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
I knew it. Little truck.
Of course. He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the hollow.
Anything else? Nope. We're good. And there's another group there. Hostages, no.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption.
Damn.
The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Bold choice of words.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Cough.
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
And there it is. So a fierce man pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family member seems a bit doubtful and leans in to whisper.
Should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
They're just evil.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Because they're gonna be dead.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
So meanwhile, the workers also have also made their decision. Except for the talkative worker, most of them already swallowed the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You think I'd let you run?" while forcibly shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets out a sigh of relief.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation.
Probably.
Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Sorry, that made me laugh.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team.
Hang on. I'm trying to limit myself how much damage I can do to these guys.
Your legs? How are they feeling?
Oh.
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. The kneeling before. You had a lot more aggression.
I've merely learned to control my strength. When I meet...
Oh! Damn it. Too early. So the two defeat the Ravenlock family members. I did not mean to skip that dialogue.
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Look at his eyes, fool.
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here.
So Hugo delivers a swift chop to the back of the necks of the Ravenlock family members.
Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
Really?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you.
Wait, she
I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
So the workers carry the Ravenlock family members away. Not only Lycan and Hugo remain. They gotta be members of the Mockingbird, aren't they?
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine.
Or someone else.
The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets.
Oh.
Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has.
Wow.
But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
That's awesome.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
Smart.
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack.
Oh.
Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
Ooh.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me?
I could barely saw that.
You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
So after leaving the Hollow, the two arrive at a place with nice scenery. Okay, so it takes us... Now we're at Port Elpis. And from what I could see is... We're back at the warehouse that Hugo was using to get over his withdrawals of the poison. I don't know what it was, maybe. So I guess we'll go ahead and speak with Vivian and the gang. Dear managers, you're here. Having two Lord Phaethons leading the way for me? Must be the luckiest person alive. Yeah, she's in high heaven. We'll be counting on you two, as according to my intel, this is quite a large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on you both of you to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the Hollow. Yeah, let's go ahead and go and stop the Exaltists. Alright, here we go.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby.
Alright.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. That you, sir. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Worms belong in the dirt.
Alright. Now that's better performance. Alright, and in here. No. Alright, we're good. I always have to double check on everything. And another
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
Melee combat? Or here?
You're not taking anything from here. Hugo, get the guards first. Evade, now.
Keep your filthy hands off.
You just stepped into your own grave.
No more, huh?
Hail for the dawn that sets the world alight.
Freeze all evil!
Damn.
Let order and madness dance.
Notice me. Look.
Say no more. I'll bite your throat out.
Alright.
The flowers that bloom in the abyss.
Nice. Alright, that should be good. Please, no more. There we go. Okay. That was a delay, but that's fine.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
So how about splitting up?
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use Eos to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety.
Yeah.
Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
So as they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. She turns and quickly approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed when looking at Phaethon and the destiny she saw then.
This is the future I saw.
Let me see. She is seeing her as an angel, or either one of them as an angel. Funny.
Lord Phaethon.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision. Then grabs a vial of Landon's serum, and if a tragedy is inevitable, then let the misfortune fall upon me. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh. God. It's one thing I don't want to see Vivian crying.
This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
What is she going to use that for? Alright, looks like we're back in play.
Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon.
Wait, her alone? Oh yeah, we were splitting up. Stop hitting me. Alright.
Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
Alright, just double checking I need some health. I'll get that health later.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
We didn't steal it, we're destroying it.
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises.
There you go. Sometimes it will lag.
There are containers by the fissure.
Can I check it? That was weird.
There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them.
Right, there's a fissure. It's a trap, or it's one of the missing workers. We don't want the money no more. Just please let us go. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Just end my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals. They're all dead. Please just let us go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive. We promise. Really? Thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. Here we go. Out of yawn. They're all ethereals now. Really, really scary ethereals. I can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those ethereals. Hush. Say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. Alright, so after contacting Hugo and Leica, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide to leave them first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian and you continue to search for any overlooked serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you.
Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted.
Jeez.
It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything.
So she was jealous.
Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives.
Yeah.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me.
I think you are the more hypocritical, Sheikah. She's crazy.
I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
Where are you? Oh.
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it.
Jeez.
I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress.
Damn.
Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Wow.
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Alright. Camille resolutely walks toward the fissure, as Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open the control container door. Ethereals surge out, blocking the path. Huh?
Let's take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. No, get my first dirty little pig.
Get back here. Hey, how dare you interrupt her sentence?
Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Alright. Was she about to say something else? Ooh. Yeah, she didn't survive. Jeez.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian?
You were the one who brought yourself to this point.
You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille.
It kinda is.
I wish you had never come into my life.
You're still blaming her. Really?
At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you. That you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me.
Jesus.
But soon, I grew jealous.
Figure that out.
You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me.
It's only because of my ability that Landon...
I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course. The same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you. No? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young. Hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you. You are also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Tina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
What are you planning? Dina closes her eyes and ejects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body and a sign of corruption. You have gotta be kidding me. So, her, I guess you could say, servant, or her bodyguard, sacrificed her life, getting rid of the ethereals that she had kept. And, so she could start over. But she threw that away. She is insane. She isn't willing to become an ethereal just to get one up over Vivian. Her jealousy and hatred is pretty much too much. I knew she was crazy, and she ain't gonna be fixed because, well,
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am, hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret.
She would rather die.
I won't.
Wow.
Vivian,
oh
I
my
will
gosh.
keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
Oh my goodness, look at her now. Wow.
I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life.
Such disrespect.
Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend.
This is gonna be tough.
I'm going to bid her farewell.
By kicking her arse. Jesus Christ! Sorry, but look at that thing. Wow. The music too.
Tina. the pain will be over. Lord Phaeton, don't come any closer.
A little bit better than Hugo was here. Or Lycan. They're both good damagers. Ooh, okay. I think the boss is going with the music. That's cool. Lasers, really. It's like a giant T, like a mutated T-Rex.
Dare get between me and Lord Phaeton.
It just grew a bigger arms. Alright. That took the effort. And she's shedding tears.
Behind you!
Oh. Laser beams, no. Umbrella power. Oh.
What happened?
Ow.
What the?
Oh my gosh.
Vivian!
Where's she at?
Belle, don't come near me.
She ran away.
This is my own choice.
She ejected herself. No. That's why.
I will change the fate I saw. Vivian! I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Turn around!
Vivian!
Get her! Oh no.
Vivian, your body! I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore. No, please. No. It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
No.
Vivian?
Whoa.
No.
Hidden potential. You got the hit. What's with the iris? What's with the eyes? Whoa. Oh. Did we seriously just purge ether corruption? I think we did. And the music's still going on. Okay. Okay, I think what just happened is that I think Belle might have purged ether corruption before I interrupted that, but it feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. But soon, the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring, then vanishing.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum!
Hugo and Lycan brought you out of the Hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was alright.
That's strange.
Can you recall what happened?
Yeah. So we were in dire straits.
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did. But then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycan there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
just a bit dizzy.
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Alright.
Okay. Good night then.
So, this time, there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycan arrive at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Yeah, she's doing okay.
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
It's not your fault.
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start. But I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycan, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain.
Yes.
Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede.
What does that mean?
Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
So, my etheric energy.
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Alright, so this has to do with our teacher?
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Can I file a complaint?
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
Now I'm even more worried.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's...
And a marriage? Oh, no, nothing.
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
And what is that? I hope nothing weird.
But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
I do not like where this is going.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Fervid!
I was right.
Probably.
And I was right again. Oh no.
At least not today.
That's even worse.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Alright. Hugo and Lycan are still bickering, and Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop and hear snippets of Elfie's music from her store. Thank goodness. Time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycan, and Vivian take their leave. Belle, are you feeling alright? Lycan said you could control ether particles, and it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it. And that Miss Yixuan, we should investigate her. But let's not talk about that right now. You've only just started to feel better. You should get some rest. I'll be there with you whatever happens in the future. Let's just head upstairs to rest. But I think that might be the... I think we're still in the story, but... Yeah, take a break. It's not over yet. But you gotta take a break. Take a load off. Get some sleep. And that's all we have. Thinking back on it, a lot sure has happened recently. But can I really control etheric energy? If this is a gift our teacher left for us, then doesn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating the damage hollows have on humanity? Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. It doesn't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts are all jumbled together, and your mind feels heavier and heavier. You drift off without noticing it. And with that, guys, looks like it is the end of Season 1. Finally, we've done the Season 1 epilogue. Finally, Season 1 is already over. And I think there were like 2 epilogues, but hey, we've completed everything here, and I'm quite happy for it. New Eridu continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crisis ever cease. New stories and the distant horizons are surely existing, but one should also cherish each passing day. Present or past, one day they'll become memories worth holding on to. Yep, and that's it. Alright, I'm checking out the whole story here. Seems we have Leisurely Low, Wandering Fizzer. So, looks like I'm pretty much done with the main story here, but I think we're just getting through something else later, like an actual aftermath here. So, Belle, someone is calling herself Yixuan is here for you. She's dressed like one of those masters of the mystic arts from those movies. Do you know her? I do. She saved me in the hollow. I do. She saved Vivian and I when we encountered some ethereals before. Wise, do you remember what the mayor said before? That he'd bring in a 400 rank special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude? Yixuan is that investigator. I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good bong shui, and 6th Street is geometrically blessed and in a good place to live in too. That makes sense. Really? Yeah, she looked so serious. It didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay and wait, but she said she wanted to take a look around and you could talk once you were free. If you have time now, you should go find her, Belle. Yeah, let's go ahead and find her. There she is, y'all. There she is, just waiting to be pulled.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
Girl, that's just a dog. This is Howl.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl. And I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Don't underestimate huskies.
Even huskies can be really smart. Howl is proof.
That is true. I mean, I never encountered a husky, but I'm pretty sure that some of you own a husky. And you know better.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner, and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse.
I think she's taking this too literally. The dog just doesn't know how to open a door.
However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership.
Alright, so Yujuan gently pats Howl's head, stuffs a few dennies into his money mouth pouch, and then you return to the video store.
Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your blessings. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic? Yunquei Summit?
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So what kind of partnership?
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
To better control my abilities? It sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
So let's leave it at that. The weather is nice today, perfect for going out. I just happen to need to head to a nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? We have a long path ahead of us, so it would be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods. Sure. Sounds good, then let's go. Yishuan Shifu. Where's the store? It's at Luminous Square, called Buyang. I know that store. Oh, I know that store, but hasn't it been closed for ages now? Is that okay, Shifu? It matters not. Whatever the situation, let's head over first. It's been ages since I last came to the Yannis Corner. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me when you're heading to Luminous Square. We can meet up there. So Yishuan nods a goodbye to you and leaves 6th Street. Yeah. And it looks like she's already attracted some attention. Oh, I like the music.
Please, help me check my fortune! Here's my palm. Look! Doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
Oh, God.
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
They must love fortunes. Who are these people?
So, this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Belle? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
So, facing the crowd, Yishuan remains calm and composed and says,
Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session.
"You're kidding me." In an instant, the people standing in line all flee in fear, scattering in all directions. Do not tell me they're about to rob stores just to get 10,000 dennies.
All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish Wealth and Desire spell. Basically, you just tell them, I'm expensive, and they just gone.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell?
I'm liking it already.
This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunkwai Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Sifu, please, wait, Sifu. If so many people wanted you to tell their fortunes, you must be a divine immortal of legend. Great, I finally get to meet an immortal in the flesh. Please, I need your help. I'm no immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears you're in quite a pickle. It bumped its head when it was produced, and I don't know what parts got damaged, but sometimes it all gets all dazed and really slow to respond. Also, it cannot connect to the internet, so can't receive messages. So it isn't caught up on anything and ends up looking even more silly. Other Bangbu keep mocking it, and it's got a short temper, so it's always fighting other Bangbu. So how about taking it to the repair store? No, it's afraid it cannot be repaired and will get scrapped, so it refuses to go after repairs. But it likes watching those movies with mortals and who catches demons, so it wants to learn mystic arts. If you try and convince it, it might agree to be repaired. So you wish to use the mystic arts as a cover to convince it to get repairs. Shouldn't be a bit difficult. Belle, do you know any place nearby that does repairs? Let me check it over first. There's no need for that. I can check it over first. Sorry. If there's no major hardware issues, I could do some debugging and adjustments. Very well. Really? Great! Amazing! You two are amazing! My friend is not far from here, so please go check it out first. Okay, I wonder who that could be. Oh, a short temper. It's a bandit boo named Cece. Cece, look! I brought you the Divine Immortal! Really? A real immortal? Yep, really. They're really amazing. I just saw the Shifu say a spell and dispersed a whole crowd of people. She even said she'll train you in the mystic arts. Really? I've been waiting for this day for so long. Yes, however, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Please allow your senior sister on the path of mysticism to check you over. Wow, great. Now I could be like one of those movie protagonists, learning awesome mystic arts, gaining divine power overnight, and then taking revenge on those bullies. A dongle for a dongle. A widget for a widget. I like how it says. Everything they did to me in the past, I, Cece, will make the pay for it tenfold. So let's go ahead and check him. Calm down now. Let me check your parts first. Okay, please. Carefully check Bangbu Cece's parts. Its network module is a little bashed up, but the damage is minor. You fix it. Okay, looks minor enough. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Great. All repaired. How do you feel? Ah! What was that? Wow! Countless messages and updates are flashing before my eyes. Whoa! I'm trying not to be loud here, guys. It is late. Could this be? Is this what they call enlightenment? Whoa! Amazing! I've been enlightened. Enlightenment! Congrats. You are now connected to the internet. Thank you. Thank you. Please be my mentor, my official Shifu. It's a bit early for that. You have natural talent, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you've matured a little more, you may come to seek mentorship. I do not know how much Bangbu affairs, but I can teach you an incantation, the spell of calming. When you feel agitated and wish to fight those other Bangbu, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Their brains are made of defective parts. Thus, you can avoid conflict and disaster. I see. Their brains are made of defective parts. Their brains are made of defective parts. The Bangbu contemplates for this for a while, its gaze growing brighter. That's so amazing. As I recite the spell, those bully Bangbu don't seem to be so entertaining no more. Thank you for teaching me the spell of calming, Shifu. It really works. You're welcome. Though, one should not get into fights if possible. If you must, be sure to win the fight. Understand? Understood. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you, Shifu. Both Shifu. Thank you both for helping us. Since you're all right now, it is time for us to take our leave, Belle. Let's head to that store. That was strange, you know.
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead. Yes, this is the place.
I've always noticed that store, but it never had any incantations here.
Ah, this is the one.
Okay, just got back, took a drink. Seems like it's closed.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip. Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Alright. Yishuan walks up to the door, gently knocks 3 times in rhythm, and then slips a note through the door. A moment later, someone coughs and cracks open the door, passing something to Yishuan. There's someone inside?
Huh? Is there someone inside? Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers.
Wow, that's lazy.
I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
Ugh, what a strange business.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving? Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Is that so?
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious. Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
Is that it? I guess we better go back to the video store. Belle, you're back. Did everything go well? It went well. It went well, and it's just that Yishuan Shifu deals with things in a rather unique way. Maybe that's just how a mystic does things. I see. Belle, do you think that Yishuan Shifu's claim is real? Learning mystic arts and whatnot, it sounds like it came straight out of the movie. Are we going to be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat ethereals and magic arrays to suppress hollows? Movies are made up. It definitely won't be as exaggerated as a movie, but I don't think Yishuan Shifu is lying. She really did display mystical powers back in the hollow. I see. Well, I trust your judgment. Plus, the mayor must have his reasons for choosing her to teach us. Yishuan Shifu said the mayor would have us help her on some investigation. I wonder what it is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There's no rush. Belle, you've been so busy recently, you should take this time to rest and take a break. So, yeah, that was rather strange, and I guess whatever investigation she wants our help to deal with, it's going to be happening in Season 2. So thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. And if you guys are new to the channel and wish to support my channel, please do so by clicking that subscribe button if you enjoy my narration, the games I play, the fives I bring. And I would love you all for it if you checked out my channel and take a look at all of my videos, see which ones you like. If you do like them, please click the like button. It'd be greatly appreciated as well. So, yeah, I quite enjoyed everything about that one. That was hardly intense. I found out that we have corruption purging powers. I guess that's a mix in it when we're in that one in Hoyo games as well. And I'm honestly happy that it's gonna take about. I also learned that it will take 3 weeks before this game will be on Xbox in 3 weeks, and I'm pretty sure it might be the same time as when. I'm not sure if the second season is going to be on 3 weeks or probably in some other week. I'm not sure. And I think in my next video, I think I'm going back to Genshin Impact for the Argon quest. So, yeah, there's a lot of things I have to do on this one as well. And I don't think I have time to do the agent stories, but I think I may have time to do agent stories. Or I think I got a bit of time and do the new main story of the Honkai Star Rail that came out a week ago. So I'm not sure what to do here, so I think I might go to Genshin Impact first during this week, and then Honkai Star Rail. And then I'll do some more Zenless on Serum stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. So again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in new videos. So peace out, and have an awesome week.